Gauri Sumitra ma'am to give the mementos to our valedictorians for the academic year 2022-23. Yes, Alisha Fatima. Yes, Alisha Fatima. Amrita L. Amrita L. Anish Hadrian Reddy. Young Anusha. Young Anusha. Ashutosh Sharma. P. Ayush Reddy. P. Ayush Reddy. Chetan Chirag G. Deepti R. Dev Kumar P. Yes, B. Dhruti Shri. Inchara H. Jeevan Yam. Kenneth S. Kiran Raj Yam. Manognya KN. Prarthana V. KC Preetham. N. Revant Kumar. Shivam Mishra.
Thank you.
S.K. Tanveer. Baron Joel V. Vaivadsav Vedant Raj RG, Yaseshwini R, Yogananda RS.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Kindly be seated. Now, I request our respected Vice Chairman, Mr. Melvin Reddy, sir, to give the mementos to our valedictorians of 10th B grade students. Now, I would like to call upon Arshin Banu Sheikh, Anuradha Patel, Ashok Kumar Devaswamy, Ashok Kumar Devasi, V. Bhavya,
Look at. Thank you.
Kirtana GS,
Look at. Thank you.
K. Yashlin,
Look at that. One second.
Likit Yam,
Look at.
Maria Sneha C, Naeem, Pallavi, Pavan B, Pavitra A, Pooja HS, Rakshita P, Ria John, Sandeep Raghu, Shreya Mishra, Sukit Yam, and Yaseshwini. sir. Kindly be seated. Now, I request our respected Dean, Mr. Praveen sir, to give the mementos to our grade 10C valedictorians. I would like to call upon Akash D, Alan, Amit, Anju Tulasidaran, BB Aisha, Chinmay M, Diksha Manjunath, Diksha R, Deepti Shekhar, Farhan SJ, Ganavi M, Ganpat Patel, Gautam K, Harish Patel, Harish Teja, Jainkar CM, G. Karthik, K. Kundan, Lakshmi CM,
graduation day.
Lenisha Priya, Madhukarlal Sharma, Madhusmita S, Muhammad Akil, Muhammad Ijaz, Namita TM, Namrata, Nayana EH, Prerena NS, GS Sai Mahesh, Sanjana Yam, Siddharth Yam, R. Vilok Samuel, Yuvakant R. sir, kindly be seated.
everyone present here. I, Nishad, on behalf of St. John's School, take this opportunity to welcome each one of you to the valedictory ceremony for the academic year 2022-23. A vision to your ambition is the theme of our valedictory ceremony. We are about to witness the student start new phase of their life, navigate through the challenges and emerge victorious. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Chief Guest, along with dignitaries of today's program, are heading towards the dais. Marching up the Student Council, led by our Honorable Chief Guest, V.S. Ramesh, co-founder Big Basket, Secretary, Ms. Ruby Sumitra Ma'am, Vice Chairman, Mr. Melvin Sir, and Dean, Mr. Praveen Sir, followed by School Head Boy, S. Abhilash, Head Girl Alisha Fatima, Cultural Captain Pallavi HP, Cultural Vice Captain Deepthi R, Sports Captain Naeem Tabrez Qadri, Sports Vice Captain Joshita BD, Matthew House Captain Ashutosh Sharma, Vice Captain Farhan SJ, Mark House Captain Madhumita S. Pawar, Vice Captain Rakshita, Luke House Captain Blessed S. Thomas, Vice Captain Yashaswini R, John House Captain Manogna KN, Vice Captain Jenkar CM, followed by our valedictorians, Diksha R, Revant Kumar, Pooja HS, Chinmay M, Nayana Kiran Raj M, Ashleen Jacob Allen, Lakshmi Veron Joel, Pavitra Pavan, Deepthi Siddharth, Riya John Willow Samuel, Shreya Mishra Yuvakant, Devi Shri Akash, Ganavi Darshan, Sanjana Madhukar Lal Sharma, Prerna Sai Mahesh, Kirtana Justin, Charanya Sukit Yam, Bibi Aisha Kundan K, Bhavya V. Muhammad Akil, Prarthana Harish Patel, Inchara Hassan Anwar, Dhriti Shri Kartik Nayak, Anusha Amit J, Amruta Pritam Kesi, Namrata Jeevan M, Lenisha Vedant, Yashaswini S. Anish, Karen Rose Ganpat, Maria Sneha Tanveer SK, Namita Kenneth, Arsheen Yogananda, Anuradha Devkumar, Jayaswarupa Harish Teja, Anju Tulsidharan Ashok, Diksha M. Jeevan Jenu, Budili Bhavya Shri Sandeep, Likit Puneet, Chetan Chirag Shivam, Gautam Mohammad Ejaz, Tanmay Ayush, Kartik Ganesh. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. With this note, I would like to invite Yashaswini BR and Victor of grade 9 to take us through the proceeding.
A very good evening to one and all. I am Yashaswini.
And I'm Victor.
From 9th grade, we are going to be a host for this evening. Valedictory Day is always a day of rejoicing, for it marks a conclusion of educational journey and commencement of another more uncertain and more difficult part of man's question for a better life in future. Truly, today signifies the culmination of many years of hard work in the relentless pursuit of knowledge.
Prayer is a song of heart. It reaches the ear of God. To begin this auspicious occasion, I now invite school choir to invoke the Almighty with the song.
That was blissful. Thank you, choir. The essence of the school anthem is to rouse the spirits of the children and uplift their souls. Not only this, it enthuses them with pride for being a part of this institution, which makes them hold their heads high.
It is the overwhelming feeling of loyalty and faith which sums up the word school anthem. Now we have a school choir to vocalize the school anthem. I now request all of you to please stand for the school anthem.
We
Thank you. I request everyone to please be seated. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you'll be successful. With this note, I now invite our school dean, Praveen sir, to welcome the gathering.
Good evening and welcome to St. John's School for the valedictory sermon of Class 10 of 22-23 batch. I would like to welcome all the parents, our chief guest, school management, teaching and non-teaching staff, and students who are here today in attendance. But more importantly, I would like to thank you all for being a part of these young men and women's lives for the past 16 years. It's your love, support, encouragement, and commitment to these amazing students that has allowed them to be where they are today. I would also like to say directly to our valedictorians, congratulations. We are here to celebrate all of you, the outstanding young men and women seated before us. I'm honored to be able to stand here today, welcoming all of you to our beautiful campus and share a few words with our graduates. First, I ask that as you leave here today, your last day as a student and first day as an alumni, you always remember where you have come from. These early chapters are important ones in each and every one of your life stories. It has helped you to shape who are you today, who you want to be tomorrow, however lies in front of you, and will be the outcome of the decisions that you make going forward. Fortunately, I'm confident that all of you have the tools you need to lead you on a path of success, no matter what your pursuit may be. In thinking about how you all will move forward, I ask that you to do so with a kind heart and a positive outlook. These two simple things will allow you to move forward, thrive, and succeed in this world. As an American author says, kindness is more important than wisdom. And the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom. This simple statement is so powerful and yet important, and these are my words of encouragement to you, the members of Class 10 of 22-23 batch. I know that you will go on to do a great things. With that, I say to each and every one of you, thank you, congratulations, and all the best. On this auspicious day, we would like to inform all the parents that St. John's School got an affiliation for the ISC Board for grade 11 and 12 in the stream of Science and Commerce. We request all the parents to give your continuous support for the upcoming years. With this message, I would like to conclude my speech, and I'm sure that you all enjoy with this evening being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The fragrance of flower spread only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of person spreads in all direction. We are delighted to have with us Mr. V.S. Ramesh, sir, co-founder, Big Basket, as the honorable chief guest of this valedictory ceremony. I now request our Vice Chairman Melvin, sir, to introduce our honorable chief guest to all of us.
Good evening, one and all. I extend a warm welcome to all who have gathered here. On behalf of our Chairman and Principal, Reverend Father Bernard, Secretary, Ms. Ruby Ma'am, Dean, Mr. Praveen sir, Guest of Honor, Mr. Hidayatullah, our staff and our students, I find great joy to welcome our esteemed Chief Guest, Mr. V.S. Ramesh, to our valedictory ceremony. So please come up here. I request our Secretary, Ms. Ruby Ma'am, to come and honor our Chief Guest. I would like to give a brief introduction of our chief guest, Mr. V.S. Ramesh. He is an electronics engineer from Karnataka University. He joined Indian Navy under the university entry scheme in 1977. He served in warships, naval dockyard, naval projects, missile preparation, base, etc. in various capacities, and took premature retirement after 21 years as a commander. He worked for a year in Essar Shipping as DGM, managing commercial ships of the company. In 1999, Mr. Ramesh became a co-founder in an e-commerce company, FabMart, as Chief Operations Officer during the dot-com boom. Spent 7 tough years in the startup when the company also went through many transitions, including diversification into organized physical retail. In 2006, the company was sold to Aditya Birla Group. For the next 5 years, he served in multiple consulting positions. In 2011, Mr. Ramesh became the co-founder of Big Basket, the largest online grocery company now, a Tata enterprise. After starting as a COO, took on the role of Chief Project Officer in Big Basket till a year back. Now, he's heading the CSR, that is Corporate Social Responsibility Division, a role close to his heart, and he is able to help and support NGOs involved in helping the underprivileged and disadvantaged people. We welcome you, sir, for this valedictory function.
Thank you, sir. We are very fortunate to have you with us today. Light is the symbol of brightness and prosperity, as it expels the darkness of night. Similarly, blessings bring in our life prosperity and happiness.
To make this evening a blessed one, let us kindle the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking of choicest blessing, I request our dignitaries to come forward to light the ceremonial lamp. Thank you, sir, and thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. You may please be seated.
Holy scriptures are writings that enlighten the individuals about their spirituality. They assist them in appreciating complexities of their culture and guide them towards discovering the purpose of life. I call upon my friends Lakshmi, Evelyn, and Mars of 9th grade for all faith prayer. Lakshmi to read the Gayatri Mantra, Evelyn to read from Holy Bible, Mars to read from Holy Quran.
Om Bhur-Bhuvasvaha Tatsavitur-Varenyam Bhargo Diyasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. It means, O Divine Mother, our heart is filled with darkness. Please remove this darkness from us and promote light within us, stimulate our intellect and impart true knowledge to us.
A reading from the Bible. Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all the believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 12. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1, verses 9.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi habli hukma wa alhiqni bis salihin waj'alni lisana sidqin fil akhirin waj'alni min warathati jannatin na'im. My Lord, grant me wisdom, join me with the righteous, give me a good name among later generations, make me one of those given the garden of bliss. Chapter 26, Surah Ash-Shu'ara, verses 83 to 85. Thank you.
That was soulful. Thank you. I request the valedictorians to please be seated. I call upon the choir for the song. Thank you. A big round of applause for the choir.
The schooling phase is undoubtedly the best phase of life. School is the best place where we learn new things, make lifelong friends, make fun, fight, shout, pull others' leg by cracking jokes, and have unforgettable memories.
Hoping that PT days aren't holidays.
Checking if teacher comes with answer sheets after exam.
Dreaming about birthdays and new clothes for months.
Keeping quiet when Dean Sir passes by classroom.
Hiding behind friends when teacher asks questions.
1,000 mistakes, tons of memories in one place called school. Let's go back in time and cherish the series of memories created by the outgoing batches. I request the technical team to play the video.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the drinks bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live life.
Wasn't it heart-touching?
Yes.
Thank you. Talent and the skills are the crops that are nurtured, groomed, and given all possible opportunities to grow and bloom. Graduation Day is a celebration of the harvest of this crop, this much-awaited event in every student's life, as it gives a return to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavor.
It is a day full of joy, a day about pride and accomplishment, a day of celebration. Following the tradition of our school, now is time to acknowledge and encourage the talent of the students for all their achievement. I request Nishat ma'am to announce the names of the winners.
This session has been a memorable one for our school, as our students have achieved significant accolades across various platforms. Overwhelming emotions sweep us. We acknowledge the most talented pool of our school, who are star performers to diverse field. Academic Excellence Award is conferred on a student whose academic performance during the year demonstrates remarkable consistency at the highest level of achievement. I humbly request our chief guest, V.S. Ramesh sir, to give award for academic excellence. I would like to call students on stage to receive the award for their performance in academics. We have Alisha Fatima from grade 10A.
Come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Damn, who knew? On the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh. Our work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. We not talk about revenge, all that we got. Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side.
Farhan SJ from grade 10C. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite our secretary, Miss Ruby Sumitra ma'am, to give away the next set of awards. Co-curricular activity is the part of all-round development of education. Students have been participating in co- and extracurricular activities actively. We have S. Abhilash from grade 10A. Pallavi HP from grade 10B. Diksha Manjunath from grade 10C.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, and love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed.
I request you, ma'am, please remain on stage to give the next set of awards. Ma'am, please remain on stage to give a next set of awards. If you are well disciplined, it shows that you are well educated. In the category of discipline, we have Anusha M from grade 10A. Justin Sebastian from grade 10B. Pallavi HP from grade 10C. Kundan from 10C. Give them a big round of applause. They deserve. Thank you, ma'am. Outstanding leaders go out of their way to boost the self-esteem of their personnel if people believe in themselves. In the category of leadership skill, I now request our Vice Chairman, Mr. Melvin Sir, to give away the next set of awards. We have Ashutosh Sharma from grade 10A. Naeem Tabriz Qadri from grade 10B. Madhusmita S. Pawar from grade 10C. Thank you, sir. It's not just about winning or losing, but to learn about teamwork, learn about sportsmanship. The value of working together for a common goal have the emphasis on fundamentals on not just games. For this, I request our Dean Sir, Praveen Sir, just please come on the stage and give away the next set of awards. In the category of sportsmanship, we have Yogananda from grade 10A. Sandeep Raghu from grade 10B. Anju Tulsidharan from grade 10C. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. The artist sees what others only catch a glimpse of. I now request our guest of honor, Hidayatullah sir, come forward to give the next set of awards. In the category of Best Artist, we have Revant N. Kumar from grade 10A. Yashaswini S. from grade 10B. Chinmay M. from grade 10C. Thank you, sir. Give them a big round of applause. They deserve this. I congratulate all the winners.
School memories are indeed a splendid one. The times we cried make us laugh, and the times we laughed make us cry. To go down the memory lane, reflect on the past, and share the beautiful journey and experiences in the school with all of us, I call upon Madhusmita and Justin from grade 10 to share their memories.
Good evening to one and all present here. I, Madhusmita of grade 10, am here to share my most cherished moments of my school journey. Today, we gather here at a solemn event to celebrate the end of an era, the end of our school journey, and the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. As I stand here before you, I can't help but reflect on the memories we have created over the past decade, the mistakes we made, and the lessons we learned from the same mistakes. The knowledge we have earned from this institution that has shaped us into the individuals we are today. Remember the first day of school, the mixed emotions of excitement, nervousness, and fear. But as we look back, we realize that it was just the start of something memorable and special at this educational institution, St. John's. The friends we made, the experiences we shared, the laughter, the little misunderstandings, the tears, the urge to do our best, and all these which resulted in growth. School has been a place where we have not only learned about history, science, and math, but we have also understood and cultivated the values, discipline, which have carved us to live in the society. The bond we have formed as a class will never be broken. As we move forward into the next phase of our lives, I would like to take a moment to share my gratitude towards our beloved teachers who have helped and nurtured us for the last 10 years by encouraging us to move out of our comfort zone and explore, because teachers have always been our second parents. Thank you, teachers, for your efforts and love towards us. So as we prepare to say goodbye to this chapter of our lives, I believe that friendships, bonds, values, faith, knowledge that we have formed and learned will last a lifetime. Thank you to the management of this institution, St. John's. Thank you, parents and family who have supported us every step of the way. My fellow Johnites, as the class of 2023, let's take a moment to remember the good times and embrace the future with open arms. Congratulations, we did it. Thank you.
A very good evening to one and all present here. I'm Justin of grade 10. I'm very honored to share the most memorable days of my school journey. One of the best memories in one's life is definitely of their school life. In fact, it is considered to be the best phase of their lives by many. As students and friends, we made many memories together, most of which we can now look back upon and laugh. It has indeed been an unforgettable journey which will remain in my heart forever. My school life was filled with lots of excitement and love. It made me understand the value of time, and it became a wonderful chapter in my life. We have had some of the best teachers who truly cared about us and taught us with passion. They gave everything they had in hopes of molding great contributors to the society. You have all helped us shape into the people you see today, and I can say in total confidence that without you, we would have become very different. Fellow valedictorians, you all are creative and smart in many different ways. So never doubt yourself. I'm counting on seeing you conquer life in your own fantastic way, and I know we will keep in touch. Up until recently, I felt apprehensive whenever I thought of finishing school and starting a new chapter. But standing here today, after going to the senior year, I'm excited to venture into another world and offer all I have. What I remember most about high school are the memories I created with my friends. One of the greatest blessings of my school life has indeed been my friends. I consider myself lucky to have met you all and to be part of the strong bond we have created. You were the ones who made this journey unforgettable and easy. Finally, although I may never cross paths with some of you ever again, or may be lifelong friends with somebody listening to this, I wish every single one of you success and happiness in every endeavor you choose to pursue. I look forward to the day working with some classmates of St. John's High School 2023 graduates. I know that we have so much to offer to the world as a generation. We will all move on to do greater things, and I could not be more excited for the next chapter of all our lives. I'm very grateful for St. John's School for nurturing me and my fellow valedictorians. Thank you once again, and I hope you will hear good things from us in the near future. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Madhusmita and Justin. When you're around enormously successful people, you realize that your success isn't an accident, it's about hard work. I request the technical team to play the video.
What is the one action which will make you great? Every one of you has a page in the history of the world. What is that page? How do you make that page which is going to be referred by the prosperity? There is a need to give a vision to your ambition. What I will be remembered for, what I will be, each one of us has to ask the question, what I will be remembered for. If you find an answer for this question, a few lines, that of out-of-box idea will drive you for the rest of your life. You will definitely thinking something different on our out-of-box vision. What are they?
I learned every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Whether you want to be you or everybody else. Everybody else is convenient at the first glance, but not satisfying in the long vision. The challenge, therefore, my young friends, is that you have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the unique you. To get the unique you, it's a big battle. The battle means you don't need to take a gun. The battle means you have to have 4 unique things. 4 unique tools you must have in that battle. One is you have to set the goal. The second one is acquire the knowledge continuously. And third one is a hard work with the devotion. And fourth is perseverance. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is an order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Leader must have a vision. Without a vision, he will not be a leader. So leader must have a vision. Leader must be able to travel into an unexplored path. Normally tendency to travel the well laid out path. But the leader, he takes the path of untraveled path. Leader must know how to manage success, most importantly the failure. I climbed and climbed. Where is the peak, my Lord? I climbed and climbed. Where is the peak, my Lord? I plowed and plowed. Where is the knowledge treasure, my Lord? I plowed and plowed. Where is the knowledge treasure, my Lord? I sailed and sailed. Where is the island of peace, my Lord? I sailed and sailed. Where is the island of peace, my Lord? Almighty, bless my nation with vision and sweat resulting into happiness.
Heard people say this can't be done. It's your job to remove those myths and to get things done. In many ways, we have been critical of and saddened by what has or has not happened in our country. To a great extent, this has been a function of we can't do this or it can't be done. Do not grow with a view that something can't be done and so should not be done. You, in the years ahead, are going to be leaders of this country and shaping the destiny of this country. You look at the world around you, where ideas were born, where individuals started in garages. Where did Microsoft, where did Apple, where did Amazon, where did Google, where did Facebook come from? They came from ideas that people felt something could be done. The technologies that don't require billions of dollars to establish, that don't require hundreds of acres to build, enterprises that are built on innovation that's in your mind, non-traditional, untried, and sometimes risky, but that make a big, big difference in the world of tomorrow. If you speak or sit next to a Nobel laureate, he never tells you that he won a Nobel Prize. Other people tell you. So let humility be your best defense. They came from ideas that people felt something could be done and that they could make a difference. If you think you cannot make a difference, I'd say you very well can make a difference if you so desire. And you shouldn't merely consider yourself successful based on the prosperity you gain for yourself, but you should go home at night feeling satisfied if you have made a difference. That difference is something each one of us can make. We'll have failures and we've had frustrations, but it's a continued commitment that we have to the world around us. My enthusiasm in the new India of tomorrow continues to be there. I continue to feel the need to support enterprising young Indian engineers and scientists. And all of us should be very pleased to play this role and need to support this, because all of us should be keen to unleash the Indian tiger. And we haven't done that as yet. So let's all put our hearts and souls behind the fact that this is going to be the new India of tomorrow.
That was really an inspirational video. Our valedictorians needed this tinge of inspiration. Thank you. A leader is the one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. At this point, may I call upon Secretary Ms. Ruby Sumitra ma'am to pass the mantle of leadership.
Ma'am, I, Abhilash, Captain for the academic year 22-23, hand over the school flag and school responsibilities for the next year Captain for the academic year 23-24.
Ma'am, I, Arjun Gowda, in the name of God, now take this school flag as a symbol of honor and loyalty. I promise to pass on tradition and values from one batch of Johnnets to next. I now take the responsibility with faith and unity.
Thank you, Mom. Your effort and time both mean a lot to us. Thank you for being amazing leaders. I now request our beloved Vice Chairman Melvin Sir to deliver the pledge to the valedictorians.
St. John's Pledge, keep your right hand forward. As I stand on the brink of a new beginning, bidding farewell to the school I cherish, I promise to abide by the principles on which this great institution is founded. I shall be honest in thought, words, and deed, choosing integrity over mendacity. In a world of complacency and compromise, I shall hold fast to the values and ideals I have imbibed and absorbed all my years at school, swerving neither to the right nor to the left. I shall march on, a true Johnite all my life. I pledge to remain. All please be seated.
Thank you, sir. Now I request all the valedictorians to present the candle song. Was it not emotional and happy to see? A big round of applause for all the valedictorians for rocking the stage. I now kindly request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. V.S. Ramesh sir, to speak a few encouraging words for our valedictorians. The valedictorians can please be seated.
Hello. The dreaded moment has come at last. Okay. Good evening, Ms. Ruby, Mr. Praveen, Mr. Melvin, Mr. Hidayatullah, the wonderful parents sitting here, and the most handsome and beautiful young people on the verge of passing out. And you all look really wonderful, very handsome, very, very beautiful. Thanks to, I must congratulate the person who gave this dress scheme to them. You're looking very good, really. So, in particular, I would like to thank Mr. Praveen. I don't know why he considered me fit to come and be the chief guest here. And he said, give a few words of wisdom. I said, who am I to give wisdom? I'm not a wise man. Okay, after hearing the wise men there, like Mr. Abdul Kalam or Mr. Ratan Tata, what more advice can I give you? I think if you follow them, I think your life is made. But yes, I can share with you a few common sense things that I did in my life, and the few experiences that I had, which stood me in good stead. My life actually, when I joined Navy in 1977, I was the first in my family to join the military services. So this military services was an entirely new environment for me. So it was a culture shock. And the first 6 months were particularly tough. I don't know, many of you would know, the initial orientation training in military is seriously tough. So when I went through that, there were times I thought, what have I got into? But then after 6 months, at the end of it, when the passing out parade happened and my parents were there, it was really a proud moment. So I'm sure for all of you too, in these 10 years, you would have had moments of happiness, moments of despair, all kinds of, feelings. But now I'm sure all of you must be feeling absolutely on the top of the world and ready to take on the world. I still remember this, it was almost 20 years back when my daughter passed out when she finished her 10th in the New Horizon School, and she was the best student. I was sitting there as a parent, and it was an amazing feeling. It was an amazing feeling. So I'm sure the parents here are also feeling wonderful. So what I really, and that was my first experience in military was that, and when I started sailing in the first ship of Vizag, I don't know how many of you know, Bay of Bengal the sea is really rough. And those military boats there, or the patrol ships, are very small. Used to be very rough sailing. Okay, but, so life was full of, ups and downs, full of good and bad experiences. But as Mr. Abdul Kalam says, it's how you approach, how you take it. So problems will be there, challenges will be there, but all depends on how you look at that problem, how you approach that problem. Okay, the problems will pass. Problems will be there, but if you approach it rightly and if you take it in the right sense, you can overcome it. So we all know the famous song, You Can Overcome. So definitely it is possible for anybody with the right attitude, with the right approach to overcome anything in this world. So again, after 21 years in the military service, when I was already a commander and I was 42 years of age, I took the decision to take premature retirement, and I was coming out into the big bad world. Why do I call it that? The military services, once you get in and once you are secure there, it's a very nice world. It's a wonderful world because things are so disciplined, things are all so nice. And if you go into a military campus, you will see everything is laid out. There are no traffic jams. There are no people spitting anywhere, nothing. It's all beautiful. So after living that beautiful life for 21 years, a lot of community life where we all, sort of worked together, played together. My children still say that the life in the naval community, naval colonies was the best life in their life, best time in their life. Okay, but 21 years later, when I came into the big bad world, as they call it, I realized that nothing is bad. You have to now take it head on. I took it. I worked for a year outside, and in 99, when we started FabMart, we were again doing a startup. Now, startup is such a fashionable word today. It has been a fashionable word for quite some time. But yes, it has its challenges. You have to, everyone, when you're in a startup, there are no comforts. You have to work hands-on, hands down, and you have to, as they say, put your pants up and work. So that is the way it worked, but hard work paid, really paid. And we were one of the pioneers when we forayed into organized retail. Many of you were who have been in Bangalore for a long time will know about the Fab Mall stores, physical stores. We were all over the place. Okay. Then 2006, when Aditya Birla bought us, we all quit. And 2011, when we started Big Basket, we never thought it would become this big. Yes, what really helped was the availability of technology, then, and affordability of technology. Because in the first time, 99 to 2006, when we were doing Fab Mall, at that time, technology was very costly and it was not easily available also. But in 2011, when we started, there was a lot of improvement and, we took full advantage of that. And we really grew from strength to strength. And we were helped by a lot of people, all the good people coming together. So that's one small suggestion that I would like to give all of you. Put yourself in good company, always. Whether it's, I'm just not talking about friends, I'm talking about even your neighbors, your relatives, whoever. Try and be in good company, because all that goodness will always rub out on you. So if you're in bad company, it's, it has its own negative effect. So it's always find yourself, put yourself in good company, that helps. So when we talked about, when we started Fab Mall, we were 6 founders, co-founders, and 4 of us regrouped again. That was the kind of bond we had formed. 4 of us regrouped again in Big Basket. And one thing which we did was to let this thing called ego, first thing we just threw it out of the window. We said no ego. Absolutely no ego, and we will take this on as a team. And today also you'll realize that in Big Basket, the culture of working as a team is very, very strong. So that's one of the things. And apart from that, one more thing which we do also is that we have lived by certain values. Humility, respect for other human beings. Please respect other human beings, whoever it is. Like, I don't know if many of you have seen this movie called Munna Bhai MBBS, in which the hero respects even that person who is a, a housekeeping person, and how that person feels. So it's important for us never to discriminate others because of their financial status, or because of religion, or because of any other reason. All of us are born as human beings in this world in the same way, and we'll die in the same way. Why have the differences in between? Please forget that. And so look at others as human beings. That's all. And that is going to really stand you in good stead in a big way. So other than this, I don't think I'm fit to advise you guys. Okay, all I want to tell you is, first of all, wish you absolutely all the best in your life. I am sure many of you, 5 years later, I'm going to find some of you working for Big Basket. I'm really looking for the day. Yes, and otherwise also doing great things in your life. But it's a slow process. Take it patiently, one at a time. You will achieve greatness. Okay, but set the goal, go for it. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable time with all of us, and your words are full of enthusiasm and inspiring.
Music is the language of the spirit. It opens the secret of life. I now call upon the choir to present a song.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light
Thank you. That was melodious. Give them a big round of applause. Dance allows you to express your thoughts and emotions without having to speak. So get ready for a whirlwind of joy and excitement. Without further ado, let us invite students of grade 9 for performing farewell dance.
स्कूल तो सिर्फ एक बहाना बन गया था, सिर्फ एक जरिया बन गया था हर रोज हर एक यार से मिलने का, हर रोज नई शरारतें करने का। पर आज भी यही लगता है ना कि वो वक्त जैसे नहीं थम क्यों नहीं गया, और क्यों हम अचानक इतने बड़े हो गए हैं कि उन सारी यादों को पलट कर देखने का हमारे पास अब समय तक नहीं रह गया।
आंखों में जो मीठे मीठे सपने क्या ये दिल करे, पहले पहले दिन की ये नई नई सुबह आओ चल करे, हमको चबाते जाए सबको बताते जाए अपनी हसरतें, यार मत भूले जगह है ये बड़ी खुल सुनो जरा लेट मी से, भूलेंगे हमको नहीं सोचेंगे हम भी कभी, स्कूल के ये दिन सभी आएंगे ना 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 ना, सीखेंगे हम ये यही है क्या गलत क्या सही, स्कूल के ये दिन सभी आएंगे ना 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 ना, आएंगे ना आएंगे ना।
ಮಚ್ಚ ನೀರೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ಲ, ಸೇತುವೆ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರು ಹಾಕೋಬೇಕು. ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್.
ರಾಮ ಸೇತುವೆ ಇಂದು ನಾನು ಪುನಃ ಕೆಟ್ಟುವೆ, ಕಪ್ಪಿಸಿ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ತೊಂದಿದೆ,
ಮಾಡಲು ಕೆಲಸ ನೂರಾರಿದೆ, ಸಾಗುವ ದಾರಿ ದೂರ, ಆದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಕಾಲವೇ ಮೋಸಗಾರ.
ಬೈದು ಬುದ್ಧಿ ಹೇಳೋ ಫಾದರ್ ಕಾಣೋ ಇವನು, ನೋವಲ್ ಕಣ್ಣೀರ್ ವರ್ಷೋ ಮದರು ಕಾಣೋ, ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಠ ಹೇಳೋ ಟೀಚರ್ ಕಾಣೋ ಇವನು, ಲೈಫು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಗಿಂತ ಕ್ಲೋಸು ಕಾಣೋ, ರಕ್ತ ಸಂಬಂಧನು ಮೀರಿದು ಬಂಧು ಇವನು, ಜಾತಿ ಮತಕ್ಕಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡವನು ಇವನು, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೀತಿಗಿಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ನೀಡು ದೋಸ್ತ ಶರಣು. A brother from another mother, my brother from another mother, a brother from another mother, my brother from another mother.
ಜನ್ಮದ ಪಾಪ ಪುಣ್ಯ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕಿ ಈ ಜನ್ಮದ ಹಣೆ ಬರೆಯೋ ದೇವ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳದೇ ಇದ್ರು, ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅವ್ರ ಆತ್ಮಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು. ನಾವು ಸ್ಕೂಲು ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಲೇಜು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟಿ.ಸಿ ಮೇಲೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಯ ಶೀಲ ಅಥವಾ ಚಾರಿತ್ರ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಥವಾ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಲ್ವಾ, ಆ ನನ್ನ ಗುರು ಅವರು ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ.
ಬಳಪ ಹಿಡಿದ ಭಗವಂತ ಇರುತ್ತಾನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸುತ್ತ, ಅವತಾರ ನಾನಾ ರೂಪವೋ. ಹಣೆ ಬರಹ ತಿದ್ದಿ ಬರೆಯಲು ಕತ್ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯ ಹಿಡಿಯುತ್ತ, ಕರೆದೊಯ್ದ ಬೆಳಕು ತೋರಲು. ಗದರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಳೆಸಲು. ಭಾಷೆ ಅಮೃತ ಕುಡಿಸೋ ತಾಯಾಗಿ, ಭಾಷೆ ಅಮೃತ ಕುಡಿಸೋ ತಾಯಾಗಿ, ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಬರೆದಂತ ತಂದೆ ನೋವಾಗಿ, ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಬರೆದಂತ ಚಂದದ ಜೀವನ ನೀಡಿರೋ ಗುರುಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರುಗಳು. Without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. Dura, dura.
How captivating! That was indeed a lovely performance. Thank you, everyone. Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from soul. Every celebration is the experience, the external fades away and the internal lingers and echoes in most depth of our hearts. We are reminded that events like this, one, are milestones in the journey of the life and reminders of God's fidelity all through. As we come close of our valedictory ceremony, I invite Tirumagal ma'am to deliver the vote of thanks.
A warm and delightful evening to one and all present here. First and foremost, I extend my most sincere thanks to the Almighty God for making this valedictory ceremony for the academic year 2022-23 a remarkable one. It is my privilege to express my heartfelt thanks on behalf of St. John's School to our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. V.S. Ramesh, co-founder at Big Basket, for his gracious presence in our ceremony. Sir, you have spent your most valuable time in a busy schedule and made our ceremony a memorable one. Thank you, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to express my special thanks to our respected Vice Chairman of St. John's School, Mr. Melvin Reddy, sir, beloved Secretary, Ms. Ruby Sumitra, ma'am, respected Dean, Mr. Praveen, sir, for their enthusiastic participation in our valedictory ceremony. Thank you, sirs and ma'am. All of you truly made this evening an unforgettable one. Without your presence, this would not have become an enlightening ceremony for us. I thank all the teaching staff and non-teaching staff for your kind cooperation in our ceremony. I thank all the parents, students, choir team, and valedictorians for your kind support and for being the key players in our celebration. I would also like to thank stage setting team, lighting arrangement team, technical support team, and housekeeping staff, everyone who worked behind the screen to make this event happen successfully. Last but not least, a big thank you to each one of you who made this valedictory ceremony of the academic year 2022-23 a memorable ceremony for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom. The end of a story is a new beginning for many others. On this note, let's conclude this remarkable, memorable, and knowledgeable valedictory ceremony. On behalf of St. John's School, we sincerely thank the dignitaries for being with us this evening and enlightening us with their enthusiastic remark. I shower my heartfelt gratitude on the teachers, parents, students, and everyone of St. John's family for their wholehearted support rendered in the success of this valedictory ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Yashaswini and Victor, for being wonderful hosts. Thank you all for glorifying the event with your passionate presence and making it remarkable. Kindly note, see, food is ready to be served. I request the parents proceed towards the food counter. Valedictorians kindly be seated in their place, and I request all the teachers assemble at the stage of the for the photo session.